This program is proudly brought to you by the Albion Park Harness Racing Club's additional $78,000 contribution to prize money, being distributed from October to December in selected MO to M4 races. Hello folks, and welcome to another edition of Blinkers Off. John Dummersy alongside of me. Not. How did you get that wrong last week?
We went off a week too early, apparently.
You did. John Dummersy will be with us next Monday night to discuss all things Sydney, particularly the Inter Dominion and the Miracle Mile. So stay tuned. Just wait one more week. He'll be here. Big show coming up tonight. Sean Grimsey feature. Highlights from Albion Park. News soon. Before we go to the news, very quickly, Smoke It Up has lost the Inter Dominion.
He has lost the Inter Dominion. We're now standing by for a ruling to come through from the JCA on a penalty for trainer-driver Lance Justice. So that's the standpoint right now. He has lost the Inter Dominion, but there has been no penalty issued on trainer-driver Lance Justice.
Back to you shortly, Chris, but tonight I ask a very broad question. Where is Queensland harness racing heading? I ask this question because within 4 months, Queenslanders will go to the polls to either reinstate the incumbent Bligh government or elect a Liberal National Party coalition, with or without Campbell Newman as Premier-elect. Now, the odds makers say an LNP victory is virtually assured. There are $1.15 in some corporate bookmakers' markets to achieve government. But look, there's no such thing as a certainty in politics, and the status quo could easily remain. Now, we understand Labor's position on racing through the direction of their control body, Racing Queensland. In harness racing terms, they want a 1,400-metre track at Deagon and a track of unknown size at Ipswich, both combined harness and greyhound complexes. Their proposal is currently hamstrung by a pending court case involving the future of Albion Park. Nevertheless, their plans are crystal clear. Now, their stamp on harness racing, and for that matter the other two codes, has been firmly made over the past 15 months. You can be the judge on their success or otherwise, but they have demonstrably made their case for the future. But what is the LNP's plans for Queensland harness racing if it achieves government? Yes, I've heard about the plans to retain and refurbish Albion Park, but that's about it. There's a hell of a lot more to the business than just that. Other venues, prize money levels, the breeding scene. People want to know what the LNP will do or won't do if it secures power. Generalities and broad brushes don't wash at this point in time. For you to make up your mind on who you're going to vote for, you need some specifics. Blinkers Off hopes this can be achieved in the short term. It's not taking one side or the other. We know what the President does and will do. We want to know if the grass is greener on the other side. We'll wait keenly for a response. Chris, Auckland Reactor, some news there.
He is going to be scratching from tomorrow's New Zealand Cup. In fact, he has officially been withdrawn from the Group 1 $600,000 feature tomorrow. That foot issue that has plagued him since he took out the Ashburton Flying Stakes from a few weeks ago has flared again, and that's basically the reason why he is out. Now, it's unlikely he'll be starting on Friday in the free-for-all, and as far as the Miracle Mile now is concerned with Auckland Reactor, that is very much in limbo. So it's going to be very interesting over the next couple of days, weeks, with Auckland Reactor about how quickly that foot can get back to full fitness so Mark Purdon and co-trainer Grant Payne can make some plans for Auckland Reactor. But at this point in time, very much up in the air.
Okay, some mentions on other horses. Liz Again.
Liz Again has arrived in Sydney, part of the Tim and Anthony Budd stable. He will be stepping out this Saturday night in the Coca-Cola Sprint, the first of 2 sprint races at Menangle over the next fortnight. His trials in New Zealand, as we've been reporting, have been very, very good. Expect him to race well this Saturday night, but whatever he does this week, obviously there's going to be a little bit more improvement to come.
Okay, good 4-year-old Gold Ace.
Gold Ace has arrived. He touched down in Perth late Friday night. He's there for the Carnival races. The 18th of November is the first one. That's the Ross North Championship, a 4-year-old feature. Then we go into the Golden Nugget, followed up by the McInerney Ford Classic. But he has arrived. He is with current trainer Steve Reid, but he will be left in the stables of Gary Hall.
Timeless Perfection.
Just another big name that has headed to the stables of Luke McCarthy in Sydney. She was formerly trained in New Zealand by Brendan Benny Hill. She's won 6 from 11, a daughter of Christian Cullen, a very fast mare, and she will be with Luke McCarthy.
And as we close off with the news, some mentions regarding Andrew McCarthy.
Andrew McCarthy came so close to snaring a big race in North America over the weekend. He drove at Indiana Downs. He runs second in the Monument Circle, a race at Indiana Downs. He was second on Townslight Hanover, trained by Aaron Lambert. He was second behind a very nice 3-year-old by the name of Hugger Dragon. Both Andy and Aaron will be back in Australia towards the end of the year.
And finally, Paul Montgomery and Ian Gurney. What are they up to?
Well, they're in Sydney. They've got their big team down there aiming at some of the better races coming up over the next couple of weeks. They've arrived safely. They touched down on Friday afternoon, so they'll be set to go in the coming weeks. Look out for horses like Mark Alert, Dickies Bramac, Bailey's Magic to strut their stuff in Sydney.
All pretty smart. Thanks for that, Chris. We're taking a break. Coming back with more on Blinkers Off in just a moment. Welcome back to the program. Chris Barsby visited the stables of Sean Grimsey last week and found out what's happening in what is a very astute and clever stable.
Sean Grimsey loves his harness racing. He currently operates a small boutique stable here at Tamborine, and he's got some nice horses on the way up. Horses like Pacific Cruiser and Wicked Style. Let's go and have a chat to Sean and get the latest on these two rising stars. Sean, you're well and truly in love with harness racing. You live and breathe harness racing day in, day out.
Yeah, I am a bit of an addict. That's probably that or beer, so... yeah, so gone with the horses. They're great.
How many horses are you currently working now?
I think we've got 9 and one that's sort of due back and then one to get broken in.
When did you realise that harness racing could be a lifestyle that you could be well and truly interested in?
Well, when we were little, I could always go to Rockley with Dad and his mates and always like that, and used to have a couple of little bets, find someone to put them on for you, and then probably we met Les Hopper and started going down and giving him a hand and getting more into it then, and went and give Kenny Rattray a hand and thought this was all right, so left the insurance for a few years and went and worked with Grant. So.
Speaking of Grant, he's a good mate of yours. He's a good sounding board for you as well. You bounce a lot of ideas off Grant, and he's been quite instrumental in just nurturing your skills as a trainer.
Oh, definitely, and obviously Billy, that's who I was actually working for. But he doesn't make many mistakes. And you go up there and just watch what they do, and it's a pretty faultless operation up there. So try to stick to their lines as much as you can, and obviously you're not going to do exactly the same, but that's about right.
Have you seen any better as a partnership than Bill and Grant Dixon?
No, I say not, but probably biased, they're big fans of him, but no, I don't think so. I think they're as good as any, and obviously you see what McCarthy's do as well. I've never seen that much what McCarthy's do, but they probably do different things, but obviously they're I think they're the best two going around trainer-wise.
Alamo Boy is a horse that holds a special place in your heart. He was your first winner. Was that as a driver or as a trainer or both?
No, it would have been both. Yeah.
And that was at Rockley?
Yeah, Rockley, yeah.
Okay. How many did he end up winning, Alamo Boy?
Oh, well, I think he won 10 or 11 all up. Yeah. Only one for me.
Yeah. But a nice horse to start with by the sound of it.
Yeah, he was all right. Used to have him too fat and not working hard enough and whatnot, but you learn as you go.
A couple of the others from way back when you were cutting your teeth in the game. Kataro Craft, you only had him for a short time, but you're able to have success with him as well.
Yeah, we did. I wouldn't say I'd done a good job with him, but he was an outstanding horse, and got him as a 5-claimer, and for him to even win races, for the issues he had was, testament to him more than anything else.
Another one, and this is probably your best story. I think you claimed this horse, so you bought him. You got him for a song, Nuke.
Yeah, he's a great little horse. Yeah, no, we claimed him. I was tossing up whether to go to Europe on a Kentucky tour or claim a horse, and I claimed him, and he won first up in straight up after. Yeah, we had him 7 days, and he just jogged, and he had we got him off Graham Martin. Only done what he said he was doing with him, and he had a couple of leg troubles when we, like his whole way through. But yeah, for whatever reason, we had like heaps of luck with him. He was a terrific horse, and like, you know, he wasn't very strong, but he was just like dead fast.
In a short space of time, he turned over a lot of money for you, didn't he?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah. What? Yeah. No, he was real good.
So you could have done that Kentucky tour after all and had a bit of spending money.
Yeah, I could have done that, but I thought I was a genius then, and turns out I'm not. But anyway.
All right, so here was another good one. You progressed, you've got your own place here at Tambourine. Do you like it here?
Yeah. No, it's really good. No, we love it.
Yeah. And the difference between having your own place or being at someone else's, it's something you can't put into words, is it?
No. Like, like I was stable at Grants, and that was good. You fit in there and do what you wanted. But then you went to Parklands, and it was good there, but you obviously had to work around everyone else, and I'd rather work on the inside track there. So if you're fast working, it used to get pretty hard to sort out your times. You're waiting a lot, but you know, it's pluses and minuses. But this is by far the best go.
You're here, you've got a good team of horses, you work day in, day out with your fiancée Michelle, and she's a big part of this operation as well, isn't she?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, she looks after them and feeds them, makes sure they're all right, and drives track work when she needs to. She'd rather look after the horses, but yeah, she gets out there when she has to. So yeah, no, definitely, we obviously couldn't do it without her.
Between the two of you spare nothing as far as attention to detail is concerned. You're both very thorough with your horses.
Yeah, well, we try to be, like, maybe sometimes too much, and I don't know, maybe we're too kind to them or whatever, but yeah, overall we try to be good to them and treat them a bit like pets, I suppose, but yeah, no, they're all right.
Does that stem from your time in North America? Because you spent, 6 months in North America at one point?
Yeah, I was over there for 6 months. No, probably not really. Like, no, I've always been like that with them. Like, don't mind giving them a brush and you know, and policing them up and all that sort of business. Like, it's all time consuming and maybe doesn't add to your profit margin. But yeah, no, I've always liked doing that.
Sean, let's talk about your current group of racehorses. 2 headline paces for the stable: Pacific Cruiser and Wicked Style. Pacific Cruiser, firstly, has he exceeded your expectations, this horse?
No, he really hasn't. Like, you hear people say it, but I put hobbles on him one day and I just took him around. He was only going slow, and I said to Michelle, I reckon this horse goes all right. And we'd leased him off Kenny Day at that stage, and then just sort of, he's got a bit of a leg on him, and we just poked him around, and never really done anything with him. And I took him to the trials, and he sat outside him and won that, pulling up and jogging, and sort of thought, yeah, he goes all right. But no, he hasn't. I really did have an opinion of him.
You raced the horse with Michelle, and you've been patient with him. You haven't over-raced him, and you've been very selective in what targets you've set the horse. But he keeps delivering and he keeps stepping up every time.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. No, I've always. He was going good when we first had him, and obviously he was a 3-year-old, so wanted to try and make sure you won your 2 3-year-olds, and then I put him in. It was a Albion Park 3-year-old race, but the Derby was on the night before, so it was down a little bit, but still, like a horse like El Padrino was in there, and he, probably that night he surprised me a little bit. Not so much where he run, because I thought he'd run money, but just the way he actually got home and the sectionals he was running. I thought, then, and I've always sort of put him in where they were racing for a bit more money. Obviously trying to earn more money with him. So yeah.
The other thing about Pacific Cruiser, he's getting stronger, as you said, mentally, but he seems to be enjoying his racing as well. He thrives on that hard-styled racing.
Oh, he does. Yeah, to go work him. He's basically an ordinary track worker. Even take him to the trials, he never really over-impressed with him. But I don't know if he must know it's race day, because he's a different horse. He loves it, thrives on it.
He is bred to be good, though, isn't he? He's by Pacific Fowler out of Gold Liner, so he's very well bred.
Yeah, well, I like the Pacific fellas Can't get them anymore, can you? But yeah, Gold Liner, she was a great mare. Yeah, no, definitely well-bred horse.
What's his next target, Pacific Cruiser?
It's like that M1 race. I think they're going $16,000 or something, about 5 weeks. So yeah, we had a little setback with him after that MO race. So he seems all right now. So that'll be the target.
Okay.
So hopefully we'll get there.
The other star, he's a rising star, Wicked Style. Bought for a song at the APG sale and just keeps doing a job. He was super in his rookie season last season.
Yeah, no, he done a tremendous job. Ultra happy with him.
He's come back bigger and stronger. You know, horses like Western Mail, Terror Time, Monarch Mac, they're all good horses, but you're not frightened of them. You respect them, but you're not frightened of them. So we're set for a couple of good clashes this season by the sound of it.
Oh, definitely. It's going to come down to barrier draws. I don't think anyone's going to sit outside the other and smash them, but my horse he's got a massive turn of speed. I think he has anyway, and he appears to be able to do a certain amount of work. So yeah, he shouldn't be too far off him, and hopefully on some of the big nights he can get in front of him.
What are the obvious targets for him this season?
I'd like, all going well, and so far it sort of is, I wouldn't mind going down to Melton for that, Menangle for that Simpson sprint race. That's just in the new year. Just, I don't know, so I can say I've travelled and just see what he goes like doing it. And then just the size stakes, Seymour, and you hope you measure up, but obviously the Queensland Derby.
Sean Grimsey, and next week we will profile another Grimsey, Sean's father Barry Grimsey, the president of the Gold Coast Harness Racing Club. We're taking a break, back with Albion Park highlights soon on Blinkers Off. Welcome back to the show. Don't forget tomorrow, New Zealand Cup at Addington. Great race tomorrow. We'll talk more about that next week. But let's go to some highlights from Albion Park. 3 heats of the Members' Cup. Let's go to the first heat, taken out by the Grant Dixon-trained Always Prompt.
By the 400-metre marker, can't see a thing, going well, leading 3 metres that third quarter in 29.6. Trying hard on the outside, Tuscan Abbey, Lightning Magic under pressure, Always Prompt. He's got a racetrack to work with now, Dixon. He's bringing to the extreme outside and he's starting to run into it strongly. Yo Barchi, No Mun, No Fun, both needing runs on the inside, can't see a thing, being swallowed up by Always Prompt. Always Prompt on the outside, went on by Can't See a Thing, late Yo Barchi, but it's Always Prompt for the prize. Always Prompt takes it out, beat Can't See a Thing, No Mun, No Fun, Yo Barchi. It got tight over the concluding stages for that trio.
Well, after the running of the first heat of the Albion Park Harness Racing Club Members' Cup, Always Prompt with Grant Dixon aboard. Grant, a nice win tonight, 158 to the mile.
Yeah, he went really good. He did a bit of work early, then got a pretty good trip after that.
He's got a good record, hasn't he? The 8 career victories out of the 18 race starts.
Yeah, he has, and a few of these unplaced runs, he did a couple of things wrong, so hopefully we're on top of that now and he can keep going on from here.
Certainly been unlucky, hasn't he? Last time out in the MO Pacing Series final. Take us back to that run.
Yeah, he just got jammed on the fence. Not that he would have caught the winner, but he probably should have got into second place.
So the final next Saturday night. Your last 2 quarters here tonight were 29.5 and 29.8. The quarter before that was 29.7, so the last 3 quarters they broke the 30. If he draws a handy alley, he's right in it, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's just a nice horse, and given a little bit of luck and running, he'll be right there.
So where to after that, given the fact that he's in with a good chance next Saturday?
We'll just see how he's going in himself, and whether we press on a little bit further or whether he's not far off having a little let up. So we'll just see how we go Saturday night and go from there.
Good on you, Grant. Great win, and thanks for joining us here on Blinkers Off.
No worries. Thanks very much.
Promising type, Always Prompt, raced by Alan and Helen Boyd.
He is, and he's a son of Famous Forever, a horse that has had his fertility issues, but Alan Boyd has him now and he's trying to rectify those problems, so we wish him well.
Now the next heat we're going to do, this one's named after you, I believe. Weasel is the winner. Here's the replay.
29.6. Zinzan Bromack headed off by Weasel. Weasel on the outside, poked the head in front. Zinzan Bromack put to pressure. King of Mine the inside. Blazing Terror, he's in the centre, but he's under pressure. I'm a Art Star wider. Then Street Safe and Vinnie Boy to the extreme outside. Weasel at the top of the stretch leads narrowly. I'm a Art Star's trying to reel him in. Weasel in front. He's finding plenty. I'm a Art Star driving late. Weasel. Yes, Weasel. Rasmussen and Graham, they're on fire.
Well, Heat 2 of the Albion Park Members' Cup has been won by Weasel. First up in Queensland for Shane Graham and Vicky Rasmussen. Weasel went well, Shane.
Yeah, he did. He gave us a bit of a scare early, but after that he sort of recovered and he fought on real good.
I said to you before the race, he wears some gear, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Certainly does. And coming out of the machine, he gave you a little fright.
Yeah, that's right. He sort of like a real fiery little fella, and he just, his legs were going 100 miles an hour, but he just wasn't pacing in doing it. So we'll have to make some gear alterations for next week.
Last time out at Penrith, he recorded a mile rate of 156.6. That's flying around the Penrith surface.
Yeah, I think he broke the track record. I don't think I've ever seen him really do that. So he can go, but he's got some tricks, but he does have a motor there.
Long-standing track record too, I believe, at Penrith that last time out. Tonight, 159.1, you circled the field mid-race to the death seat position, and he got in the end by head.
Yeah, there wasn't much in it, he sort of, we've only had him up here the week, and he, with the trip up after going that sort of time, he was probably, hopefully there's a little bit of improvement in him.
So the decision to send him north by his owners, they were here tonight?
Yeah, John and Wendy were here. They live local and that, and just sort of like to watch him, and this race sort of come up, and they said they'd, bring him up and have a go and see how we go.
So that brings his record to 5 wins from 11 race starts. He's got a handy record. You've had a great record too tonight. Lombo Lumberjack in the fifth event, and Effective Talk in an earlier race as well. That was win number 3 for you tonight.
Luck's been a fortune. Like, they've all drawn barrier 7, so you don't see that very often. So, no, we can't complain.
Yeah, lucky number 7, Shane.
Yeah, that's it.
Thanks for joining us on Blinkers Off.
No worries. Thanks, mate.
Is it fair to say Vicky Rasmussen and Shane Graham are becoming that potent third force behind the Dixons and the McCarthys?
Oh, without doubt. Without doubt. They had a super season last season. Their form again this time in has been outstanding, highlighted by a training and driving treble there on Saturday night. They're a lethal combination.
Let's go to the last heat. This is taken out by Boston Legal for popular owner Dennis Kent. Here's the replay.
Haystead going well, needing that sprint lane run. Boston Legal forcing clear. He pulls to the outside with the Twin Rivers. One-Eyed Terror still making ground with Marissa Ma. They're into the home stretch now. He's a Prince running on empty. Haystead back to the inside. Boston Legal wider. He's a Prince. Boston Legal, Haystead. One-Eyed Terror making late ground. Boston Legal! Oh, Boston Legal lighting up the tote board.
Well, the third and final of the Members' Cup heats going to an upset victory. Boston Legal with young reinsman Ray Law in the bike and an $89 upset, Ray.
Yeah, mate, we sort of didn't think he could win it when he was going to be behind the leader or 3 fence, but turns out he did, so I was grateful for having the drive and winning especially.
Yeah, 3 back the inside. You got out late through 2 handy last sectionals, 29.3, 28.3, a last half of 57.6, and he sprinted quickly too.
Yeah, I was actually quite surprised how quick he did sprint because Gary said to me he can't really sprint, he's better off in front and rolling along, and to run a half in 57.6, that's something they got to be able to sprint to do that, so he went really good and felt really strong too, so.
Yeah, and give the trainer credit too, obviously, with the Quinella in the race, with running second as well with He's a Prince.
Yeah, that makes it even more better when you beat him. It was good.
So the final next Saturday night, has he tipped you which one you'll be driving, or if you get to drive at all?
Oh, I'll tell you, I'll be driving that one. I'll be driving my one that I won on, so.
Yeah, he's gone good for you tonight, hasn't he?
Well, that's it, I don't really believe in upset and winning form, so he won for me, and Gary's been pretty good like that. He leaves me on the one he puts me on in the heat and final, so that's good.
Fidel Castro was one of those horses that comes to mind in the heat and final you won on?
Yeah, that's right. I actually didn't drive him in the heat, but I drove him in the final, and I was lucky enough to win it, so he went really good too. So.
Good on you, Ray. Thanks for joining us here on Blinkers Off, and good luck next Saturday night.
Too easy. Thanks, mate.
And the Members' Cup will be the final next Saturday night. Your tip?
Weasel, they elected to bypass a super sprint series down there at Penrith. preferring to come here, so I think they'll get the spoils next week.
Thanks for your time tonight, Chris.
Thanks, David.
Chris Barsby joining us on Blinkers Off. Folks, thanks for your time. Look forward to being with you again next Monday night when John Dumazy is our special guest, the CEO of the New South Wales Harness Racing Club, on a very animated discussion on the Inter-Dominion that New South Wales will be running from 2013 to 2015. All of that next week. Good night for now. The program is proudly brought to you by the Albion Park Harness Racing Club's additional $78,000 contribution to prize money, being distributed from October to December in selected MO to M4 races.